Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's Tuesday is off to a good start. It is time for me to finish up the Incursions run on the Mini. I started it yesterday, didn't have time to finish it. Said, what the heck? Let's do it at lunchtime today. My lunchtime, maybe not yours, but you know, it's all about me. That's all this ever is. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I appreciate that, MKS. Welcome in. Howdy, Ice. So yeah, we're going to finish it up today. We are, I don't even know, like 18, 19, something like that. Fairly easy run on the Mini account. Main thing there is opening up some crystals at the end and probably doing a rank 4 on the Mini. So, if Ice, you need to let Kurd know there's probably going to be a rank 4. If he wants any say in it, he needs to go ahead and show up. The other thing is, it got a little cold in North Carolina last night, so I'm a little bit more bundled up than normal. I've got my blanket behind me. I've got a sweatshirt on. I'm good to go here, and I'm not turning the heat on yet because it's North Carolina, and probably tomorrow it'll be 90 degrees. Who knows? It's just the way winter weather goes here. But I hope everybody's incursion run has gone well. I hope all your crystal openings have been well. We are rapidly approaching the end of Alliance War Season 61. We are very close to, Battleground Season 33. All sorts of things going on in game, if you're interested in them. Some people are interested in more, some are, some don't like Battlegrounds, some do. I try to do a little bit of it all here, so let's jump big screen, which really with the iPad isn't the greatest layout, but it is what it is. I can't change a whole lot of it. I probably could, but I'm too lazy. I've recently ranked for your Okoye, thanks to MKS. Oh, Okoye is very, very good. She is a possible on mine. I do have her. I am waiting until after this run before I do anything with her, because I've got Yelena there. I really like her as well. And down here, unleveled right now is Okoye. I do have that little thing right there. So she is definitely on the possible rank ups. I'm trying to hold off a little bit. I want to pull, if I pull her out of a crystal or something like that, I don't want to use the gem on her. The gem could go to somebody else. It could go to Zemo. It could go to, I don't know, several other people. Zemo would be a good possibility. I'm starting to like him a little bit, believe it or not. Don't tell Zemo that. Well, I just pulled her probably last week. I haven't really had a need to use her yet. So just the way I do things on the Mini account. Resources are very, very scarce for me on the Mini. So I move very slowly and very meticulously through doing things. For example, I haven't opened those yet. I've had those for a little bit. Just kind of on the Mini account the way I do things. Happy Diwali to you as well, Mihol. All right, let's jump in. I don't have a whole lot of time. I am on my lunch break at work. So I'm in zone 17. There we go. So we've got 13 zones up to clear. Crazy, I regret choosing Nico over Okoye. I don't know. I don't think that's crazy. Both are very, very good. I like Nico over Okoye. Nico has more flexibility. She is a good two-way champion, good defender, good attacker. Handles some really difficult champions. So I'm not going to really look at the nodes too much on these. All I'm looking for is one eye open. That's the only node that has given me any trouble in the Steve Incursions. So I always check that before I make any moves. Hey, what's going on? Hey, another background music. Oh, let me turn that down. Sorry. It's probably because I don't have my mic. I'm not sitting up close to my mic because I am playing on my iPad. There we go. Music is down. I forgot to turn it down after I do the intro. The intro is up louder, and then I bring it down in volume, typically. But playing on my iPad, it's kind of a different thing. My iPad sits lower. I hold my phone up higher, so it changes everything that I do here. And the other thing I can do for volume-wise with the mic is do that. That way, hey, why are Ah, hold on. I bet you I know the other reason. I bet your Microsoft did something. They most certainly did. You're about to blast your eardrums out. Hold on. Okay, now my microphone's where it's supposed to be. I love Windows. After I start a stream, I always look at my microphone volume level in Windows before I start, and it's always where I want it, which is, at 90%. As soon as I start to stream, for some reason, sometimes it drops back down to 50. So it should be much better now. Sorry about that. All right. The other thing you'll probably hear is the microphone sits, roughly half an inch over my iPad. So you'll probably hear me tap on the screen some. Let's bait this special out. I have not really been baiting specials with Stevie Boy here. The heck with you. The heck with you. We're just going to drop that. We'll steal all your power. And then you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop another one. And then we'll steal all your power. And then we'll drop one more and kill you. Now I'm playing on an iPad. I do have the ability to play on the PC. I don't think I do Arena from time to time on the PC. That's about it. Anything that kind of requires a little bit of touch, a little bit of focus, a little bit of being able to play well, I do on either my iPad or iPhone. Typically the mini is on the iPad and the main is on the iPhone. That way I don't have to switch between accounts. Come on, chick. All right, now we got all the prowess we need. I don't know what the protection is. I don't know if it's after her special or after mine. We'll find out. Looks like it's after mine. Oops, walked into a special. Always fun stuff. Yeah, that's why you don't read notes. So you don't have any clue what's going on. I guess she can purify debuffs. And I don't like this whole power lock, power drain thing that's going on. It's really, really bothering me. So we're not even going to worry about it. We're just going to hit her. I could do mediums and get some furies up. Okay, we're through it. And for whatever reason on this account, I have run across Null more times on this run than already. Then, okay, maybe this is... All right, if you're going to make me just do damage when I do specials, then we're just going to ramp up here for a good special. Steve is so good. Steve is just a wee bit powerful. Now I should be able to get the whole way through this before I have to go back to work. And then we will open up whatever. What is this with Power Lock 1? I don't necessarily need to go that way. You know what? I think I'm not going to go that way. I don't want Power Lock 1, and I don't want to deal with some of the other stuff. What do I go here? Yeah, what the heck? We'll give him an armor break. I don't care. I'm built the way I want to be built already. And this is the hardest part of this, is dexing back 15 times, because this should kill him. Nope, I didn't get a crit. Oh well. Now, they could have made this incursion run. Maybe, I think if I would make any changes to this, it would only be 20 rooms. Or 25. Between 20 and 30. Not 30 itself. You know, 20, 25, something like that would be, I think, ideal. Oh, come on. That's not what you were supposed to do, but you're going to die anyway. Oh, make sure you run your 3 paths of the side quest and taking on the boss for the elite bounties. That way you are cleared for this week, if you haven't already. About the only thing I know right now that needs to be done kind of in any time frame right now. But to say, if that left her at 1% and didn't kill her, I was going to be very, very mad. And look at that. We are less than 15 minutes in, and we're through 2 rooms already. Let's get some more crits on those specials. All right, okay, not right there. Not terribly concerned there. Ooh. This will be a little tougher. Let's go this way. I got them all built, but I've got points left. I'm gonna have to remember to go in and look after this to make sure that I have fought all his pre-fights and have them all activated. I'm showing 3s across the board, so I should have them all done. Do 15. Then we'll do medium, 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 special 2. And post. I think that was a 1.2 million crit on that last of the special 2, and it most certainly was. I want to be able to use Steve built like this for Alliance War. Could you imagine being able to build up Steve for Alliance War? Make sure I've got everything here. I should. I don't know why I have extra points. I guess maybe we get extra points. I don't know. I didn't pay attention on the main. There are too many buffs on this guy, though. I mean, look at that side of the screen. Way, way, way too many buffs. I mean, there was a point where I was trying to see the cooldown on something, and it got lost behind text on the left-hand side. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use this. Then we'll drain some power. Let's go ahead and get all our prowess. And then we'll go medium, medium, and we'll knock you out. Oh, no crit. Why have you not lost form yet? I like your little sneaky walk-up light attack there, my friend. Hey, Zode, what's going on? Go Jays. Hey, how about my boy Trey Savage there? I know you. I don't know if you're watching him or not, but I know I've met Trey and know his parents. Yeah, he went to the same school that I went to, many years after me. But I go to a lot of East Carolina University sporting events. He was a pitcher for ECU. Went there many times, and because my dad worked for the athletic program, I usually sit in the same area with the players' families and stuff like that. So yeah, I've met his parents, met him a couple times. Nice kid. Hey. Okay. You know, if you're going to have debuff immunity, that's one thing. But you got to give me an opening somewhere. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Heck with this. We'll just remove all those poisons now. Thank you. I will take all of those right back. Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of baseball either. If I watch it, I'd rather go see it in person. And I prefer the college game over pro. It's one of the rare sports that I prefer. Well, I guess it's not rare. I prefer basketball and baseball, college level over pro level. My favorite champion in the game, Quake. Hey, Andy, what's going on? You know, a couple things in this game drive me bonkers. The walk-up light and the ending medium that does not register. And both of them happened at the same time right there. They put the game on the PA system at work. And they should. They should. It's a big thing, Toronto hasn't been there in quite some time. Ooh, this will be fun. Conflictor and kinetic transference. He's going to gain some power. Hey, Alpha, what's going on? I will read that here in just a second. Just happened to look over the Twitch chat and see that, so give me 1 minute here. We will see what you got. Couldn't remember if I had it so that I could block or hit True Sense. That's the word I'm looking for. That was what I was looking for. All right. Let's see. Alpha over on Twitch. Hi, can you help me please? I just pulled my first 6-star, but I don't know which ones are good, so I can build a team. Hey, no problem. Put in the chat there what you got, and I will read it out, and I will read to you comments from the YouTube side. And I'll be glad to give you whatever bit of feedback I can give you. And, I'm probably not going to go that way. Ooh, let's not even look there. Let's look at, let's see what Hype here has. Power Focus 2, not worried about that. Aspect of Death, not worried about that. Bob and Weave, not worried there. Enhanced Special 1, let's go that way. We'll be able to nullify the power gain. I'm not too terribly concerned if I lose 5% of something. I pulled Shuri, Jack-O-Lantern, Iron Man, Nova, Bastion. Wow. Holy moly. Okay, Shuri, Jack, Iron Man, Nova, Bastion, Valkyrie, Iceman, Silver Centurion, Airwalker, Sunspot, Adam Warlock, and Thing. Okay. Champions to kind of disregard almost right away. Silver Centurion, Airwalker. I wouldn't even consider either one of those two. Now, Shuri, Jack, Iron Man, and Bastion. That's a tough choice there on the tech side. If you look at my channel, you'll find out I'm very much a Ironheart fan. So she's my favorite tech, but I say that right afterwards is Bastion. And then followed right after Bastion would be Jack-O-Lantern. So those three are my favorite. And you've got two of them. I would play both of them. Both of them have different play styles. I think Jack overall is easier to use and does probably better damage overall. But depending on where you're at in the game, you will run across paths that have things like caltrops, hazard shift, biohazard, things like that, where Bastion is absolutely phenomenal for him because he will heal up from the bleeds and poisons that get put on him. I would probably, out of those, I would probably go Bastion simply to handle those nodes. Iceman gets you a double immune champ as well. Not very much damage. Valkyrie, once again, kind of a different play style where you want to hit into the block, but very, very good. So I think where you're at 5.4.6, I would do Bastion, probably Valkyrie. Let me go through this and then I will look over that list again. So yeah, I would probably, me personally, would probably do in order Bastion, Valkyrie, Iron Man, Jack, Shuri. I think that would be my order. I didn't even look at the nodes. Doesn't look like he's got one eye open, so Come on, let me get 3 armor breaks on there. Perfect. Let's see. Bastion, Valkyrie, Iron Man. No, Bastion, Valkyrie, Iron Man, Jack, then Shuri. I think you can swap Iron Man and Jack. I think I would save Shuri for last. Shuri's very, very good. All of them very, very good champions. Like I said, the only ones I wouldn't do would be Silver Centurion and Airwalker. The rest, all very, very good. Thing is meh. He's more a defender. Adam Warlock is okay, not my favorite champion, but he's good. So you really can't go wrong with any of them. You know, I would focus on what you like the most, and out of those, you know, you may want to space it out and do one tech and then Valkyrie. That's kind of why I went Bastion Valkyrie, so you're not doing all tech at one time. Hey, Kurt. Like I said, this account I have seen null, immune to armor break. Perfect. Okay. No, you're not late. I started at 17. I don't think they're out of those alpha. There's not really a wrong choice. I would probably focus Bastion because you are going to run across a lot of bleed and poison nodes on your way. And he will help you out a lot there. Like I said, he will, anytime he gets a bleed or a poison on him, they do no damage and he heals from them. So. Yeah, Kurt, I cheated. I got an early start on this yesterday. He deals good damage. What you have to do with Bastion is it's a little bit different. So the way you play Bastion is you want to build to a special 2, and then throw your special 2, and then build back up to a special 1. But before you throw your special 1, you parry, you heavy, and after the second hit of the heavy, you throw your special 1. That's the basics. I would do before you rank anything up and before you do anything, do a search, go out there and look at how to play Bastion, or look at his deep dive, something like that. Just so you can get the feel for how to play him. Let's try to hit him this time. Hey, we hit him that time. No, it doesn't matter. I don't get power. So I guess we just kind of continue to hit him. This is where, reading nodes is helpful. I do love how many times he's hitting into my block, though. That is just... Really? Oh my gosh. Come on. Don't mean to be parrying this guy, by the way. It just kind of happened. Not necessarily, having 3 tech on the team at one time is not necessarily bad. It depends on what the path has. You're getting to the point where you need to bring in champions that are specific for the fights and for the path more than just general use. It's starting to get to where you need to fine tune things a little bit more than just being a generalist, if that makes sense. Why'd you steal my power, you sneaky son of a gun? It's fine. I'm going to take it all back. I want all of it. And you stole it again. You little... Don't make me read nodes. Versus the collector. Oh, I don't remember the collector fight, unfortunately. I think Autistic there can help you out a little bit more than me, probably. That's probably as close as I've been to dying in this run. Fortunately, on this run, I have not run into one eye open yet. Come on. I don't have all day. I've got about an hour left. Yeah. Thor can play. Thor can sit in the corner and play with himself. Okay, I'm not going to look at the notes. I know it doesn't have one eye open. That's all I care about. Hopefully he's not going to throw any specials. Hey, he's got protection. That's the other thing they can get rid of in these runs, is protection. And Mysterio throwing special ones. It's not very nice. Hey, and I'm power locked. I got power lock 1. Lovely. Fine. I guess his... okay, it's all knockdown. Ebb and flow knockdown. Hey, he evaded me. Spam want to make content fun, less protection, unstoppable, and unblockable, please. Yeah. I can agree with that. Most nodes I don't mind. You know, I hate the unstoppable. And that seems to be, you know, unstoppable and unblockable seems to be their thing now of, hey, man, we want to make the nodes harder. So we're just going to make it so you can't parry and you can't hit them. Kind of like gentle in raids. I am tired of that gentle in raids. Hey, lovely. Invulnerable. So I guess I just throw special ones. And I understand they want content to be difficult, and that's okay, but we already deal with... Yeah. I agree completely. I'm not a big fan of Unstop. I don't like, for example, this meta in this AW season. Had a fight on the main. I was taking on a fight that is typically very, very easy to do. Jean Grey, node 49. Using Ironheart. I got her down to 10%. And then the Unstoppables wouldn't stop. I mean, just completely, the rest of the fight, she was unstoppable. I would wait out the Unstoppable. I would go to do anything, and the Unstoppable would pat. There we go. I knew it had to happen. One eye open. That's what we've been looking for. So we're going to skip that side. I literally, for probably a good minute, I danced around trying to play around the Unstoppable, and it just never went away. It would go away long enough for me to do a parry. I would do a medium or something like that, and boom, Unstoppable was back. And on the Steve rating there, Autistic, build him up. Mine only has 7K normally when he's in my inventory. You know, when you look at the champion listing, that's where he's at. That's kind of where he stays. He gets built up in these raids or in these incursions. And I mean, these people I'm fighting do have 2.5 million health. So if he didn't get built up, it would be a very, very, very long, nasty, impossible, unless you're MSD, run through incursions. I do like that I am healing back up pretty nicely. Not quite back to full yet. Oh, oh, nice special there. All right, that's done. You know, I didn't check Ant-Man. Does he have one eye open? That's why we check. That is why we check, boys and girls. Cannot hit him when he is stunned. Like right about here, we don't want to hit him. And that's why we pay attention to the node. One eye open. Because if not, I would have killed myself. I did enough damage to myself as is. I had an Unstoppable with Cassie Lang in Zone 30. Ooh. If you have the grit, it's not too bad. If you take, it's one of the reasons I took very early on in this run the grit hack. So that you could kind of hit into the unblockable. Or the unstoppable. One eye open, I think I've got the reverse controls. We're going to find out here really soon. One Eye Open is the worst one because he stuns on his specials. And the way you've been playing this guy all along in all these rooms is, you stun him, you hit into him, you kill him. But you do that with One Eye Open, you're going to kill yourself before you kill them. All right. We're going to find out here really quick if I got the reverse control hack. I think I do. I believe I do. Maybe we just don't let him throw a special. Maybe that's how we handle that. And come on, one more. Thank you. Will that be enough to kill? That's enough to kill. 1.27 million. I haven't seen a voodoo. I don't think I ran into a voodoo on the main at all. The only thing that I've died to on either account in this is One Eye Open early on the run on the main. I got close to dying here a couple times on this account, but I had Null, and he kind of saved my butt. Oops, that was a special one. That was supposed to be a special too. All right, after this, we've got 27, 28, 29, 30, 4 zones. Just making sure I didn't miss One Eye Open. Tonight on the main, I will be streaming. By the way, we're going to do something, I don't know what, but there's a good possibility tonight of 2 more rank 4s. I think I've narrowed down in my brain who they're going to be. Stupid indestructible on my special 2. When I get above 2 bars of power. I guess I could hit into her and nullify, but it's got the little thing around her so that I think that I can't nullify it. How long am I going to be rooted? Thank you. 2 more rank 4. No, I'm going to do a rank 4 today on the mini. I've got the capability of doing 2, I think. But I'm going to do one when we're done here. So start thinking about who you want me to take up. I could do Ironheart. I could do Bastion. I could do Okoye if I awaken her. Lots I could do. I don't know who I'm going to do yet. And sorry if you hear my work computer over there dinging away. Somebody's in our financial system. They're sending me all sorts of invoices I've got to approve. Yep. I just got 9 invoices I've got to approve. I love our accounting team. They send them to me all at one time. It's like, he's not going to see these. Yeah, I just don't know. I may do somebody different on the mini. I've been trying to do different ones. You know, give me somebody different to play with. I don't know. That was the original plan for this, was I was going to take up champions that were different from the main. But I like Ironheart too much. I guess that protection is when she throws a special. Lovely. Oh, there's 2 different protections on there. Like that. You know what? We're going to do this. We'll knock you down. Your protection will come from you throwing a special. Two different protections on there at the same time is no fun. How many approvals did I get right there? 7. Okay. Nothing too bad. I didn't even check these nodes. I might have. I don't know. Oh, I can't get power that way. We'll go ahead and get the prowess, though. That's the other thing that they're starting to do more and more of. Interfering with my power. Once again, that was supposed to be a special too. I don't mind the armor breaks. That's free willpower healing, my friends. I'd prefer you hold it though, so I could throw my special. I want a special too. But, you know, if you're not going to give it to me, we're going to go special 1. Ow, those hits in the block were significant. Okay. Three more zones. Evasive maneuvers. Oh, joy, joy, joy. Hey, another voodoo. Power removal. Lovely. I don't know why I'm doing these paths. I should do the easier ones. These little hacks really don't do much. But I will continue to do them anyway. Oh, the evade! No! Hey, Sidhu. Thank you for the follow. And why are my notifications not popping up? There it is. I guess it did pop up. I just didn't hear it or see it. I think my audio is screwed up on those again. I keep changing stuff around on my desk. Between different devices and things like that. I think I keep breaking it instead of OBS breaking it. Come on. I want to do one more combo. There we are. One more set of Furies. On the main, what I did is I built up the Furies more than I built up the Prowess. This time around, I'm building up the Prowess more than the Furies because I did get the 100% increased Prowess potency versus on the main where I got the Fury. So kind of swapping them around just to see which does more and which did better. I don't know. It's half dozen one, six the other. For those wanting to know. I think they both do very, very well. You know, just if you're doing the Prowess, you back up a lot more. If you're doing the Fury, you do mediums more. We're going to do this, and we're going to get rid of that debuff. Oh, Mr. Fantastic. If only you did not hit like the noodles your arms are. And that includes your alter ego. I do like Maker. He is very useful for some fights. I haven't really figured out his ideal damage rotation. Oh, nice evade there, my friend. I had one debuff on me. And you're going to tell me you evade that one debuff, huh? Two to go. We should be able to do one more Titan, I think. I think in the Alliance rewards, there's enough in there for a Titan. Buffet overtime. That's always fun. Oh, my favorite champion. With Mixmaster on there, too. Oh, boy. Should be fun. All right, now let's steal some power. Build up the Prowess again. Medium. Medium, big old special too. Oh, crit on almost every one of those hits. And that's how you finish off 3.5 million health in 28 seconds. And we are down to 5 fights. Hey, Mike, what's going on? And Seacurd, I told you I would do this on the mini. I was going to do it all off stream, but I'm streaming it for you. Yeah, you tried to do that walk-up light, you sneaky little yellow jacket, you. My favorite thing in the game right now. If I could ask them to get rid of anything, overall, AI problems, all that aside, I would say I would have them get rid of the walk-up light. It is just the most annoying thing. You know, they're walking towards you. You're doing this little dex dance, and all of a sudden, they snap that light attack. Nothing you can do about it. They should not be able to do that. 4 fights to go. Let's put some whiplash on you. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I not backing up? 14, 15. There we go. Ah, the heck with it. We'll throw this here. And good night. 3 fights to go. All I have to say is yes, Gentle does. Gentle is an absolute terrible fight in raids. Part of the problem is you're supposed to be able to get that grit passive for yourself. That lasts a whole 10 seconds, by the way. Whenever you complete a mission, it doesn't work. Because you've got to complete a mission after you've done this, and before you do that, and then to get everything lined up so you get that, is just get rid of it. Get rid of that unstoppable. He's still going to be a pain in the butt. Just having to work around all that isn't any fun. I mean, I even brought a good counter with Ironheart. She does decent. Once, oh, unblockable finale. That'll be fun. Unblockable opener. Bubble shield. Footloose. Oh, this is going to be a fun boss to take out. Let's go. Let's finish this sucker. Hey, Quacks Like a Duck. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Got to Zone 8. Got one shot by OG Black Panther 20K. Yeah, that'll do it. Make sure you're using your pre-fights. Make sure you're come in here and make sure you're building up and using all of these. You'll get enough points to use all of them. The way that I built up this time was I went Leech and then the top 3. I built all of those up before I really did anything with Annihilate and Enrage. On the main, it's worse for me. I decided I wanted to try Jean on the main, Jean Grey. Trying in those fights to build Jean Grey up the way she's supposed to just does not work out for those fights. Fortunately for us, the last fight for me on the main is going to be really thank you. You know what? I can hit you anyway. Don't think you were getting away with it. Don't think you're getting away with anything by being stun immune. Bama's like Oprah. You get an unblockable. You get an unblockable. Yeah, pretty much. Howard plus who? Not sure. I used, to me, the 2 best are Null and Howard the Duck. Or Venom the Duck, I guess. You get the heal at the start, and Null gives you invulnerable at the end. So if you do happen to get hit and die, I think it's a long indestructible that you get. Null is the important one to me. Yeah, Null's the important one, especially early on. The earlier zones, it's hard until you build up Steve. Once Steve is built up, I don't think it really matters who you've got on the team. Here we go. 4.7 million health Sasquatch. Last fight. 8 minutes on the timer. If it takes me 8 minutes, I'm going to quit and never play the game again. It's going to be a tanky son of a gun. It's going to be a tough one. And there it was. There was the lovely walk-up light attack. Yes, my friends, you can have that happen to you as well. All right, should finish them off. There we go. All done. Let's get some rewards. Let's get to the fun stuff. And all done and good to go. And let's get some openings done. Oh man, yeah, a lot of people have been accidentally quitting out. I know that button's there. I guess I've been very careful of it, hearing so many people accidentally quitting out. Okay, let's return to lobby. We are done there. Let's leave that. Let's go ahead and grab. I'm gonna grab some of these so we can grab an Incursions crystal. Just want to make sure I don't go over. We should be good all the way and should get enough to get the Incursions crystal. Yep, that's it. That gets me the Incursions crystal. We can go ahead and grab that right there. We can come into here. We can go to Alliance events. We can grab all of these. Let's start down here at the bottom. Yep, that'll get us the lovely Titan crystal. It is worth doing. Fortunately, I mean, it's time consuming, but relatively easy to do. I passed on reverse controls because I felt it so soul crushing. What hacks did I skip? To me, I skipped a lot of the ones down at the very bottom. The ones that kind of play off of like Devour and a couple of his abilities. I just didn't see the need for them. I took reverse controls. I took the one with grit so that you don't have to worry about unstoppable. I took armor break, I took crit, I took prowess, I took, that's kind of where I focused. I built up more of the things that make fights difficult for me. So I just kind of focused there. That give me a, nope. Still got a ways to go. I may have to try and run the event quest on this account. The event quest, since they shifted it, is, at least the Elder difficulty, is very hard on this account because I don't have enough champions ranked up to be able to handle some of the fights. Now this one, we're going to do the Incursion Selector, but we're going to choose the champ after we open our Incursions Crystal. So that's the first thing. I guess we got to do it now. Damn. I've not opened an Incursions Crystal here. Who should I take? Here's your choices. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Those are your three choices. And I'm going to give it just a couple minutes. Should have let it sit there. I forgot when you claim it, you gotta do it right then. Perfect. There's 3 votes, 1 for each. Come on, give me some more. Give me somebody to be a tiebreaker. Gonna give it another. We'll give it a 30 seconds. Come on, there's 22 of you. You can click a little button. There we go. There's the 4th vote. Quack like a duck votes Angela. So, if I add him in there, would be 6 votes. And once again, we are all tied. You guys are of no help. We went 30 seconds. You know what? We're going to take Hulky B. I like Angie, but Angie needs the Awakening and High Sig to be truly useful to me. Hulky B can go on his own. So it is going to be a Hulkbuster there. And then we're going to hope out of this crystal, we either awaken him or we get Angela. Because Beardo is kind of the same way. Beardo wants that awakening. He wants that high sig. This is my first Incursions crystal on this account. Well, we went Hulky B. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. You'll go as far to say if I dupe Hulk, that would be a different one. That would definitely be a different one. One that I have not ranked up before on the main account. Maybe we would do that. Go ahead and do these 2 Exalted Nexus. I'm just going to pop these. Hope we get a 7-star out of it. Let's take the Max Sig. Look at that. That's a 7-star. It is Misty Knight and does take her to Sig 80 on this account, but maybe we take her up. We got a couple 6-star Nexus. We'll go ahead and pop these as well. We're taking Sig 200s wherever we can. More 7-star shards. We'll awaken Sentinel. Typically I wouldn't do that, but might as well. Let's go ahead and do Medusa there. You can tell I really don't have a lot on this account. Look how many unranked, unawakened, un-Sig 200 champions there are. There's a bug. Go to my stash and claim another selector. If it's a bug, I don't really want to do it, but we'll see what we get. All right, and now somewhere down here should be that Incursions crystal. Let's go ahead and open the minion, get our 2-star. There it is. We'll spin this sucker out. It would be nice to get Hulkbuster. We can go ahead and awaken him. Wouldn't be bad right off the bat. That was a lot of Angelas. Okay, it did say that I had her unowned. How did I duplicate her when it said on the thing? I don't know. But there we go. There's a dupe on Angela. We didn't need to take Angela. We got a dupe. It said she was unowned. I don't know. Game is weird sometimes, but that's not bad. I will take that. Anything else here to open up? No, let's go over here. That I will take. All right. Can I get enough 7-star shards? Yes, I can. I'm going to open up 2 7-stars. Let's go buy a couple shards here. I need 3,000. We're going to come down here. We're going to come down here. Because I should have that. I could buy a loyalty crystal too. But I'm not in much. Well, Black Cat wouldn't be bad. We'll just hold off on this. I've got all of them. So let's go here again. Gonna open that 1 6-star, then we can pop 2 7-stars, and then we can do a Titan, and then we can figure out who we're gonna rank up. I don't have all day. Thank you for the dupe. That's all we needed. All right, these are fairly important. I would love. The one champion I am searching for on this mini account is the one, the only Serpent. I need a Snurpent on this account. Problem is, they keep adding more champions and making it more and more difficult for me to get the one I want. Not terrible. Nice defender. Needs awakened. Needs some SIGs. Definitely not Serpent. I agree with you on that one. Ubini Mall. Although I do use him quite a bit on the main. All right. Well, that was no good. Maybe we can improve it here. Okay. I don't really know who I want here. Just give me somebody good. Give me somebody good. Someone good. Carolina, Nico, Awakening on Yelena, Awakening on Okoye. Yeah. Awakening on Spider-Woman.
If I were a rich man,
I'll take that.
All day long I'd blitty bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man. Oi!
I will take that. And I think that makes up my mind on the next rank 4. Let's do a little prestige check here. 23,272. You know what? I was going to do a poll. I was going to think about it. We can still look at it. Here are the options. I don't see doing anybody but Spider-Woman, even with the nerf coming up. The only reason I wouldn't is because I've got Anti-Venom. It would be 2 science champions up there. Typically, I don't want to duplicate, but I will make exceptions. So those are your rank 3s. I'm not going to do Odin. Not going to do Onslaught. Not going to do Dust. They're not awakened. Not going to do Gladiator. He's good at rank 3. Shocker was a consideration. Vox, believe it or not, was a very big consideration. Ironheart, of course. Bastion, of course. But I think greater than all of them right now is her right there. I need a better relic on her, but the good thing is, even after I hit this, I can do 1, almost 2 more. Yeah, that one. No, Spider-Woman nerf isn't done yet, and I'm not. It's not a terrible thing that they're doing to her. And we'll just use that. I don't care. It's not going to. To me, it's not going to affect her that much. All right, that one's done. There's the rank 4s now. Now we got to do something else. Down here somewhere. In the... There we are. Yeah, Anti-Venom's... I took him and did the SIG 200 with him. I probably should spend the 1 unit to rank them up versus using a 5k ISO brick, but what was she doing? I pulled her not too long ago and was waiting to see if I duped her before I ranked her. That's all it was. I didn't have a need for her. If I had a need for her in any content, before now, she would have been ranked up, but I didn't. Now, I mean, there's a lot down here. I just need to have, I've got the gold and the resources now to do it. I want to rank up Prowler. I want to take up Cap Britain for Battlegrounds. I want to take up Maker. Want to take up Hit Monkey. Want to take up Zemo if I awaken him. I'll take up Kindred. I want to take up Spot. I don't know if there's anybody else down here. You know, Angie, I can take up now that she's awakened. Luke Cage, I want to take up. So there's a few down there. There's even some here that, you know, Sinister needs to go up at some point in time. I'm out of resources for him. Yelena needs to go up above rank 2. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. All right, 2 new rank 4s on the mini. And we're out of resources. For now. The cool thing is, not only do I hoard on the main, I hoard on the mini as well. Yeah, this is my mini account. This is the mini. Yeah, on the main, I'm going to be doing rank 4s number 23 and 24 tonight, I think. You know, I'm thinking that's going to be the rank 4, the next one. Almost 1,000 points. Box has been growing on me a lot. Box has been growing on me quite a lot. I've been using them a lot on this account. And you know what? It's something I don't have on the main. There you go. There's a bonus one for you. There's 3. There's 3 new rank 4s for you. Should have been Hulky B. He may be next. I've got... The cool thing is there's always time for more. Hey, I've got a couple 7-star 6 stones I've got to use. Who are they going to go into? He should be Sig 200. Let's put them into... Go into Jean Grey here. Take her up a few more notches. Let's get her up to 100. There you go. Over about 1,150 points in prestige. Yeah, Hulky B I couldn't do. I don't have the resources to take him from nothing up to 4. So not quite to 24 yet, but we do have some other stuff that I've got to do. Alrighty, Kurt. Yeah, or Zod, I got to head out here in a minute. I'm going to open up all these relics now. Hopefully we get a couple 7-star relics, and that'll push us up over. This one right here will help. Let's go ahead and open that. All right, let's go ahead and open these other ones. Maybe we get a couple 7 stars. That'll push us up over 24. And these I'm just going to pop, and then we're going to go see what we can do as far as relic rank ups. Any 7-star in there? Nope. A bunch of 5 stars and 1 6-star. Good. Oh, there's at least, yeah, there's a couple 6 stars. No 7-star. But we got a bunch of new relics. Let's go ahead and rank up the 1 7-star that we got and see if that'll push us up enough to get to 24. I can rank up a 7-star too to definitely get there, but I've been holding on. Ooh, you know what? I think I may be able to get there. I didn't realize I had these 7 stars I didn't level up. I hate leveling up relics. It is the worst level up system they've come up with. All right, now we got to select a champion because I don't think they count for prestige unless there's a champion on there. Let's give him to... Let's put him on the Maker because I think Maker, well, or... I want to put him on somebody that I may use at some point in time. Yeah, Maker. Maker it is there. That one's done. And I hate when you hit the back arrow there, it takes you out of it. So, rank up Kushala here. We're just going to claim whatever we've got. Let's see if we can hit 24. Help the Alliance out. Now I'm going to be getting all the Mystic stuff. You know, that's the way it works. All right, who are we going to put this one on? What is this? Physical resistance. Physical resistance and physical resistance. Lovely stuff. Let's go Diablo. Whoops. Yeah, we'll put him on Diablo. And back. Hey, it didn't take me the whole way out. And now we've got a mutant one. Kurt has happy tears rolling down his face. And he should. And he should. This is a lot of work. Hey, Zemo, what's going on? I think with this one... Who's ranked up here? I want to awaken my Dazzler, too. You know what? We'll put him on Cap Britain right now. Because she's going up. She may be the next one. Hey, Jason, what's going on? All right. Let's see, with the new rank ups and the rank ups on the relics, where does that do it? Oh, so close. So close. For those just joining, I did 3 new rank 4s on the mini. We finally took up Ironheart to rank 4. We took up Spider-Woman to rank 4. And we took up Box to rank 4. You know, I think what we need to do that's more than a few SIGs. He's 200. Now, you know what? She's just going to get banned all the time in Battlegrounds when I play Battlegrounds on this account. Are you kidding me? There we go. 24,000. Put some in Shather. I could. But we're not going to now. That's going to do it. There we are. So now the roster for rank 4 is on the mini. Looks like that. Went from 3, we doubled it. We doubled our rank 4s today. We doubled the rank 4s. I need some charges. I've got a couple revives left, but I need some charges. It's mostly free to play. I can't call it a free to play because I did buy the double track. I bought the double track a couple times. Primarily, I buy the double track for that right there, for the units that are up there, and for all the ISO and for the other stuff that's in there. Because on the mini account, I don't play it as often. Like, I don't typically do event quest and things like that. So you can see here, I haven't touched this yet. Now that I'm 24,000, where does that put me? Wow, I think that was right at the cutoff. I gotta go to 24/7 for the next level. So yeah, I typically don't run that on the mini. I don't do the side quests. I do a lot of I do like Battlegrounds and stuff like that. I run the day. Got to run the dailies. We've got to run the dailies. Let's put let's put a team of rank 4s in there now. One of each class. Sorry, Spider-Woman, you're going to sit this one out. The problem with the event quest now is with Elder, I used to run it. The problem is now I don't have enough champions to do Elder's difficulty. I would have to run with unleveled champions or even maybe some 5 stars. And there's just no way. Yeah, there's just, the problem is there's just no way to do all of it. I wish there was, but there's just... Yeah, it's not like the old one, where I could run the same team of 5. It is now, hey, you got to have 15 ranked up of every class. I probably could do it, but, now that I'm done with Act 9, I need to still do like Wheel of Fate on on this account. I need to do the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, things like that. You know, I would need revives to do Elder's difficulty, and I may look at it, you know, because there is a lot of tier 7 basic in there now. So but yeah, you missed some rank ups on a mini. I will have an R3 Morbius in 30 minutes. I'm done waiting for the Awakening to come in. Took note 42 Spider Woman. This war with my R4 Zoom it was like 50-second fight. Piece of cake. There you go. Yeah, that's kind of who I would think would be the best for that one. I just can't ever fit him in on the team. When I'm running things, you know, my whole goal is to take minimum 8 fights, ideally 10 fights every war, and trying to build a team that can do the paths. That many minis, it's a pain in the butt sometimes, and it's cost me some deaths. I mean, not that we care about deaths that much, but having to, you know, for example, use Ironheart against Jean Grey on node 49 isn't ideal. You know, it really isn't. So and I do try to keep deaths to a minimum. But tonight we're going to be doing 2 new. I'm going to give a hint. It's going to be 1 science. It is going to be 1 mutant. Oh yeah, I had a better war this time. I didn't, you know, I jumped in there early, so I wasn't left with a bunch of crap fights I didn't have a counter for. I do want to try in the off season the Hazard Shift, if they put her there. Dark Phoenix, Hazard Shift, what is it? Cold Snap Bleed, the one on the right side of the center island. I do want to try Colossus there. I think against that, if there's a Dark Phoenix there, I think he could do it because he's immune to all 3. You hope it's not Cap Breton? No, I don't think it's Cap Breton. I could be convinced to do Cap Breton, but that's not who I've got planned in my brain for it. Colossus is, when you look at him, he doesn't hit hard. You know, he's got a weird play style, but let's go. I'll show you. So here, let's go champions. Let's go. Whoops, I need to shrink this down now that he's changed it. I can shrink you down some. There we go. And we go to Colossus. Where are you? There you are. So immune to, now I got to make it bigger. See, this is the problem with things. There we are. Immune to bleed, incinerate, cold snap, and frostbite. So that node that is node 49 is bleed and cold snap. And then of course Dark Phoenix puts incinerates on you. So he would be able to handle all 3 debuffs. So I'm thinking he could do Dark Phoenix on that node. Yeah, I mean, well, that's not bad for Dark Phoenix. I want to push her to a special 2 anyway. I don't want her throwing special 1s. So I don't mind some champions there with the... oh, that's right. She puts on a Nova Flame, doesn't she? Never mind. So maybe he couldn't. I tried it with Onslaught, and it sucked. You know, I know Nefaria can do it. I just couldn't fit Nefaria on the team. Yeah, Iceman could do it. He was an option, but my Iceman's unawakened, and I don't even think I think unleveled. Where I took my Colossus to rank 2 for content at some point in time. Warlock is another good option on that node, typically when it's not Dark Phoenix. I use Ironheart there a lot and just do, worry about the incinerate side of it. Oh, I know how the AI is. It's just I don't, I have no Dark Phoenix counters, and I ended up having to take that fight last war. I did it, and I think I saved no, I died 3 times to it. It just was terrible. I didn't heal up after the first 2. Well, I healed up after the first one. After the second death, I didn't heal up. All right, we got that done just in time. And that's going to wrap us up because I got to get some work done, and I've got a meeting at 2 o'clock, and let's grab that. But I will be back later tonight. We're going to I don't know what we're going to do on the main. We'll have to figure something out on the main, probably do some battlegrounds, do some testing, do some things like that. That's probably what we'll do tonight. Unless I can figure something else out that I haven't done on the main. I'm done with the event quest. I'm done with the incursions. We'll come up with something. I don't know what else is going on that I haven't completed on the main yet. But we'll do it. So, for now though, everybody get back to work. It's the middle of the day. What are you guys doing watching YouTube? Anyway, appreciate you joining in. Thank you for, helping me out on the rank 4 decisions. We'll see if they were good ones or not. I don't know about that box. We'll find out. I do like them. So anyway, until later on this evening, about 6:30-ish Eastern time. Everyone have a great day and take care all.